I'm Cole. This is my 2000 BMW E38. I've been wanting to make a thorough build breakdown video, and I'm just now finally getting around to it. It's hot out today, it's windy today, but we're doing it. I got it in September 2023 with the goal of bagging the car. But since I got the car, my objectives have changed. I almost bought an E39 M5 right before buying this car. And I decided against it because while I do think the E39 M5 is the best car that BMW has ever made, the looks was the one thing I couldn't get past enough to spend the money on one. They're good looking cars, don't get me wrong, but they're not an E38. I've 6-speed manual swapped this car. It has a 315 sport differential. It is tuned with a couple of small modifications. Someday I would like to put an S62 in the car, maybe. For now, it is a fun, pretty quick for the weight, great daily driver. I really couldn't ask much more of the car itself. So this is a 2000 740i, but it has a 1995 front end on it. BMW changed the front end of the E38 in 1999, so you have 95 to 98 and 99 to 01. And I put a 1995 front end on it because the fenders were really not in good shape on the original ones. I took these headlights apart, I blacked out the inner housings, I added angel eyes, and sanded and polished the inner plastic lenses, which were really yellow. It's just a thing they do over time. They look great now, in my opinion. It turned out awesome, and I'm very happy with it. I also have a bi-xenon conversion from Retrofit Labs as far as the low beams go. One of the best things about this car, in my opinion, is the wheels. They are 19 by 9.5 squared SSR SP3s. They were originally a step lip, now they are a reverse lip. And I'm also running 15 mil adapters because they are 5x114.3. So I've got 15 millimeter thick 5x120 to 5x114.3 adapters on here. I got those from VTT. They're really nice quality. And they also allowed me to go from a 12 millimeter stud or bolt to a 14 millimeter, which is a little bit more. Love this setup. I prefer a squared setup so I can rotate them if need be. I previously had Style 95s on this car, and oh my God, are those wheels heavy. And I bent one. They're very fragile, heavy wheels. They don't look bad, but it was a temporary setup for sure. This is a setup I'm going to be running for a very long time because I absolutely love them. It's a 40 series tire, so it's a 245/40. I wanted plenty of room for them, and I mean, hell, they still rub a little bit on turns. But overall, love this setup. It completely changed the car. I'm absolutely in love with it. So, yeah, get some real wheels. Ditch the reps. Also, I have 750 IL front brakes on this car. It is a direct bolt-up affair if you have the mounting brackets. The brackets for the V8 cars don't match up with the V12 cars calipers, but if you get the mounting brackets for the calipers, it is a straight swap. I got the entire brake setup and everything off of Rock Auto. Honestly, it was stupid cheap. Each of these calipers was like $80 rebuilt. Can't ask for more than that. So new brakes. I did a full suspension rebuild on this car, which I'll delve into here in a minute, but it does have Silver's coilovers all around. Absolutely wonderful coilovers. I love them. They ride great, and the customer service is awesome. This is the second engine I've had in this car. The first engine had a cylinder wall failure in cylinder 8. I can show you a video clip here real quick of that. It was not good. I picked up a low mileage short block from a friend of mine down in Florida, shout out Mikhail, and swapped my heads, pulled the valves out, cleaned everything up, new timing chains, and guides. I rebuilt the Vanos, everything. Basically an entire top-end job on a low-mileage short block. Slapped it all together this last summer, and it has been running fantastic ever since. I have an M60 intake manifold and an N62 throttle body, which is going to be the series of 7 series after this one. That's what that engine would have been from. So bigger throttle body, better flowing intake, and then it also has a catch can setup here. With the tune, I got a tune from DUDMD. He has been awesome, and the tune, this thing is a ripper for how heavy of a car it is. It's over 4,000 pounds. This thing is a blast to drive. The drivability is perfect. I love everything about it. This is a 4-inch Turner intake that I actually cut up and modified both the intake tube and the MAF and my airbox so that I could run the 4-inch intake with the stock airbox and actually still get cold air in. I'm not a big fan of the hot air intakes that everybody seems to put on their cars. Basically, everything mechanical on this car has been gone through. It has been a lot of work, but definitely worth it. Overall, the interior is in good shape in this car. I am thankful for that. I took out the cluster, sent it off to get the pixels replaced on the bottom screen, which for some reason my camera doesn't pick up the bottom part anyway. Don't ask me why. That looks great now. I have an Avon Avant 4 head unit, which works great when it works. It does have CarPlay, which I am very happy about, and overall it does work well. It's just that some days it's finicky and it's glitchy and it just doesn't want to cooperate. Sometimes I'll put the car in reverse to back into a parking spot, and when I take it out of reverse, the whole thing shuts off and I have to restart it. It's very annoying. As far as the manual setup goes, I have a ZHP shift knob along with a shift arm or shift lever, I guess you would call it, from a 545 E60, like a mid 2000s V8 5 series. Having that shifter, and by shifter I mean the vertical part here, having that in this transmission setup gives you basically a factory short shifter. So I can give you a little look of how it shifts. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, reverse, backup camera. And it's still cooperating. Okay, that's good. Gotta rep the SSR, obviously. Overall, black interior, it's in pretty good shape. The seats have some things that, they could definitely be redone. But overall, it's good. I do have dual exhaust in the rear. So the factory setup is 2 very large mufflers right under here, and then the tips kind of dump before the bumper. So you never see the tips. You don't see the exhaust. I cut off those big mufflers. I put in their place some Dynamax bullet race mufflers. I mean, there's literally nothing in them, basically. And dual tips out the back to give you the quad, the old double barrel shotgun look. Cut the bumper for those. I do need to trim it up a little bit because I did change the tips that I have on here. This is now the second setup that I've done on this car. I think it looks great. I love the sporty look that it gives it. Might not be for everybody, but I think it's good. I'll give you a sound clip here real quick. Yeah, it's pretty good. Custom plate, of course, 6MT E38. Got to flex on them in traffic. Also, if you're an NPC and you don't know anything about cars, it just looks like a normal plate, which kind of adds to it, I think. One of the few actual just visual mods that I have done to this car is this rear roof spoiler from 7 Speed Shop. Those dudes are out in Nevada, I believe Las Vegas. Couple of brothers, they make good stuff. This is basically a replica of the AC Schnitzer roof wing from back in the day. I love the look. It gets a little bit sporty, somewhat almost, you know, it's got that kind of Japanese look that a lot of Japanese cars have these on them. Japanese cars started it all for me, so I love that kind of little Japanese wheels, Japanese roof spoiler. It's all good stuff. Not the look for everybody, but I think it looks nice. Wheel fitment. I could probably take a degree or two of camber out, and I would have less clearance, but I like having the room and knowing that I'm going to be okay if I hit a bump or something like that. But God, this car looks good. I'm rocking a sticker from Level 30 Automotive. This is an independent BMW shop that I used to work at in Fort Myers, Florida. If you are in Southwest Florida or South Florida, make the trip over from Miami. If you need your BMW worked on, they will do it. They've got master technicians on the payroll, and it's owned by a couple of my buddies, Kyle and Zach. They are some of the best dudes I've ever met, and if you do go there as a customer, they will take great care of you. There's nowhere else to go, in my opinion. So I will always rep their stuff. Got to give them a shout out. Love you guys. I do have a Google document, a folder on my Google Drive that has documents, photos, and a huge write-up of every part you would ever need to manual swap an E38. It's very informative. I spent a long time on it. I'm happy to give it to anybody who needs it because there were people along the way who helped me do this, and I just want to kind of pass the torch on. And that's always good to do is keep the information alive, especially when these cars are getting older. And this car is 26 years old now. So I want to keep it alive and help other people keep theirs alive. If you have made it to this point in the video, thank you. I know I've been yapping the whole time. I appreciate you sticking with it and watching my video. I do want to get more into YouTube and doing long form content on this car. It will continue to evolve. This is my forever car. It's in my wedding photos. My wife says I can never sell it, so it will be around. I would like to do an S62 swap someday. Maybe Part T Racing. Would you like to sponsor me with a cool $30,000 S62? I wouldn't mind. Otherwise, someday I would like to do a B58 swap with a big single turbo. And that's not me jumping on the hype train. They are really solid engines, and I could take care of all their little Achilles heel things while it's out of the car, swap it into the car, and give it Toyota Chaser-esque BMW vibes. Love those cars, so why not do it to my E38? Ideas, you know. We knock around ideas every once in a while. See where it goes. To summarize, 2000 BMW 740i E38, 1995 front end, SSR SP3 wheels, Silver's coilovers, full suspension rebuild, 6-speed manual swapped, M60 intake manifold, N62 throttle body, tuned by DUD-MD, dual exhaust out the back, and it's a ripper. I love this car. Thank you for watching my videos, and hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and comment and do all those things that all the dorky YouTubers do when they ask you for all those things at the end of the video. Thank you.